for joining us. Even though we are going through some power outages, but look at God. We still got an opportunity. I want to come on with you guys to share some information with you guys. Thank you for joining us, Brother Mario Capricorn. As you guys that do chime in, please do put your zodiac sign in. I really would appreciate that. Those that are your first time being in my lives, my name is Apostle Samuel Jr. What in the world is that? Share. And we want to thank you guys for being a part of our live. Thank you for sharing that. Let me tell you guys, God has been moving by his spirit and by his power. Won't you guys, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that have been subscribing, to each one of you guys that have been supporting, those that have joined my YouTube account. I want to say thank you very much. A lot of you guys, a lot of times you inbox me, you're asking me for information. A lot of you guys do not know I have a lot of videos on my YouTube account, and you can get a lot of information in there. My name is Apostle Ely. Those that do not know, my beliefs are deeply rooted in African traditions, and I am here for tonight. As you guys get ready, I don't know what's going on in your area, but we had a thunderstorm, and because I have backup, I'm a Sagittarius, I got more than one way. I appreciate you. If you guys are coming in, I'm not actually seeing. Can you guys? Hello, Cancer. All right. Kimberly Dawkins. All right now. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Y'all got it too? Oh my God. Keeping up and staying up with us. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on. Huh? What did you say?
You were frozen. I don't know what you did.
Yeah, I was turning off the sound. But as you guys are chiming in, please do put your zodiac sign. My Kimberly Dawkins is in the house. Cancer. I want to see your zodiac signs tonight. I want to talk to you guys about something. This is Venus Friday and Venus rules. So if you guys do not mind posting your zodiac sign as Scorpio. All right. Thank you so much. That looks like Gil. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the music. All right now, Brother Mario. I just want you guys, you chiming in, those that are looking. All right, Capricorn. And where you guys, let me see where you guys are from. As you put your zodiac sign in, make sure you let me know where you're from. Don't, if you're not ashamed and bashful, I appreciate that. All right. And we're going to talk about some love magic, some how to manifest love up on the frequency and vibration. And let me tell y'all something. As you get to really understand and know. All right, Taurus from New York. Thank you. Trinidad, Scorpio. All right. Scorpio and Trinidad. Now we got a Scorpio in California. Okay, now. Come through, y'all. All right. Trinidad, Scorpio. Now we got a Scorpio in California. Come through. Post your zodiacs. I want to know where you from so we'll know who we talking to. All right. Detroit, Capricorn. Aquarius. Let me give y'all some shout outs. I appreciate that. Mother Susan, Gemini. She got that together. She said, "No, yes, baby." New York City, Virgo. All right, come on in, y'all. Don't be bad for Capricorn, Mississippi. All right, Aquarius. I got an Aquarius here. Where you from, Aquarius? Yes, I want to know who I'm talking to tonight and where you from. Guess what? It ain't raining in every place. Come on here, somebody. It ain't lightning. There's some sunshine shining somewhere. We got all the way from Trinidad. All right. Don't be shy, guys. Post your zodiac sign. Is that me S from Kentucky? Virginia. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing but love for you, Aquarius. All right. Come on through, y'all. Now, I'm going to talk about some stuff tonight and hope. Libra from Mississippi, Texas. Oh, I got you now. From Kentucky. Michigan, but in Kentucky. That Mississippi, but in Kentucky. Gemini from Texas. I am Turkish. All right. Richmond, Virginia, Aquarius. Libra, Louisiana. Libra from Kentucky. All right. That's what I'm talking about. From all around this globe. You never know where people are chiming in from. But we appreciate you. because we're going to talk about something tonight. And we're going to use a familiar topic that we utilize. And guys, let me tell you something. Because we have so much stuff going on, we got North Carolina, Scorpio from North Carolina as well. As we have so much, make sure you guys are subscribing to my YouTube page. So I am from Florida. Is that my Kimmy? Yeah, that's Kimmy. No, we have a power outage here. So I don't, because I have battery operated lights and stuff, I have actually, that's why I'm able to go live even though the power is out in my house. So I'm doing this with no power, by battery. Jamaica from Leo. All right, what part of Florida? I am from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Colette. All right, Taurus. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys are being a part of my YouTube. So once I go back live, once the power comes in. But I want to talk about something. And I have my love incense I'm burning tonight. I just moved it. My lighter. Oh, I still got my... I'm burning that tonight. Now, why is Apostle Ela talking about love magic on Venus? Taurus. Yes, thank you so much. Now, let me explain something to you guys. It doesn't matter what age bracket you're in, male, female. It doesn't matter. We're going to learn some stuff. You miss me? Oh, thank you so much. I miss y'all too. But we're gonna get through this. This is why you got to have a ram in the thicket. And we all done heard the concept, hey, how you doing? Gemini in the house. We have all heard the term of plenty fish in the sea. After I get to explaining this to you tonight, I want you to really understand what we are saying when we say there's plenty fish in the sea. Because when it comes to relationships, when it comes to business and success, we have to understand how abundant God blessing is, okay? A lot of times when you're doing spiritual work and you're praying prayers or affirmations or you're doing mantras or things of that nature, or you're lighting your candles, your incense, a lot of times we think there's a scarcity. Now, a lot of you guys may not know, but there are billions of people on planet Earth. And when you're saying that you cannot find a love of your life, or you cannot find friends, or you cannot find, what happens is a lot of times we're not open to the things that God may have for. And I want to talk about, the subject is plenty fish in the sea. Yes, the creator, the mother, and the father. I'll go along with that. All right, plenty fish in the sea. In Matthew, the 4th chapter, verse 19. Matthew, I got my cards over here, y'all. I'm burning this love incense. Matthew, the 4th chapter. Let's get with this. I appreciate y'all chiming in with us. Matthew 4:19. It says this. And he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishermen of men. And the reason why I want to talk about this tonight is because there are many fish in the sea. When it talks about abundance, cards, what type of cards? These are the cards that I read from the 72 names of God. And I don't know how long my battery gonna last, so I'm trying to get through this. Good evening from Dallas, Texas. All right now. What's your zodiac sign, Dallas, Texas? Let me explain this. The reason why we want to talk about this subject tonight, that when you are doing your spirit and you're operating your energy as a Pisces, as Aquarius, as Leo, Scorpio, Libra, it don't matter. You need to understand that anytime that you're doing money magic, love magic, about your business or your success, always remember there's an abundance. Macon, Georgia. All right. There's an abundance. And reason I want to talk about Jesus making them fishermen of men is because you have to have a certain skill set in order to catch fish. All right now, Texas, McKinney. You have to have a certain patience to catch fish out of the sea. And a lot of times, the truth is, a lot of people don't want to put the work in to get the right mate, to get the right clientele. Even if you got a business, you don't want any type of clients. You don't want any type of customers coming in. You want a certain type of customers, but that takes work. And one of the things I want to talk about as well is when the Bible says in Psalms 50:10, he said he got a cattle on 1,000 hills. All right, Chicago, thank you for joining us. If you guys are not subscribing to my YouTube account, please do so. When a lot of times when I'm doing spiritual work for people, or I'm praying for people, a lot of times the mentality is in limitation, in lack, and scarcity. When it comes to God, there's a cattle on 1,000 hills. Apostle Ely, why is that important? It is important because anytime that you're trying to manifest something or trying to move certain things in your life and you want abundance and operating in your life, you got to understand the state of your mind matters how you manifest. And a lot of times when you guys are praying and asking God to supply your needs, you really don't think he can do exceedingly abundantly above all he can ask or think, because a lot of times you're limiting what God has for you for the environment. When we got on the social media, we realized that there were more like-minded people about the things that I believed in than there were people that were against what I was doing. Y'all understand what I'm saying? A lot of times you have to cast your net out wide so you can get a plethora, because there's an abundance, but that abundance may not be in the same place. That abundance may not be in the same city. That abundance might not be in the same family, but there is an abundance that is for you as a individual man or woman. So a man thinketh, so is he. I also put on here, when you are trying to catch, my dad is a professional fisherman. He passed away, but he was a professional fisherman. And one of the things that he did, he took a lot of pride in the rod that he had and the lining that he used. I also ask you guys, when you are trying to catch a fish or a particular type of man or woman or a particular type of clientele or particular types of friend, what type of bait are you using? And now, you know, I'm a Sagittarian, so we're going to keep it real, all right? All right, thank you so much, Donald Trump, 24. All right, if he make it, we appreciate him too. We love him. All God's soul. Now, let me explain something to you guys. A lot of times people think that when you're asking for certain blessings and you're asking for God to move in your life, a lot of people don't want to admit the bait that they're using. Now, depending on, all right, now thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Depending on what type of bait that you draw, because a lot of times people like, I want to draw business into so I'm going to do a bunch of sales. Or I'm going to draw business and I'm going to do a fish fry. I'm just using things as an example. Whatever type of bait you use is the type of fish you catch. All right? If you're trying to catch a shark, you cannot use shrimp. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of you guys need to take out time, not only in the rod that you're using that will be able to hold the pressure of the fish, but also the lining and also the hook. What type of things that are you utilizing to draw people in? You have to have a certain like mind. You have to have a certain vibration. A lot of times people say, well, why you burn incense? Because I'm creating the atmosphere. I'm creating the vibration and the frequency that I want people to feel comfortable in a particular type of energy. So therefore, when I got on the social media platform, I decided to utilize certain type of information, certain type of knowledge in order to draw certain type of people. I know that certain people were going to be automatically repelled from when I started lighting candles, when I started talking about incense. Thank you for sharing my live. I appreciate that. When you understand that there are plenty of fish in the sea, you also got to understand that everybody is not utilizing the proper bait to draw. Now, let me tell y'all this. If you're using your sex to draw a man or woman, you're going to get, that's what they were attracted to, okay? If you're utilizing your intellect to draw somebody, if you're utilizing if you're running a business, if you're utilizing your service, or you're utilizing, like me, on social media, we use our spiritual gifts or our spiritual ability to draw people. Some of you guys are upset about the type of clientele you have, but you're always giving free readings. So you're drawing people that are looking for something for nothing. Are y'all hearing me? Depending on what you putting out is what you getting. I want us to be truthful of the type of bait that we using to fish with. Whether it's our friends, we say, oh girl, we throw out, I'm a party girl, I'm a party guy. And then when things get serious or we want to do something serious, then those ain't the type of people that's around us, because that's not what kind of bait that we've been catching fish. I'm trying to combine my wild with my tame of the world to my advantage. Let me explain like this. There is a place for all things. There's a time and place for all things. You want people, like, I have a great sense of humor, but I also don't want people to think I'm so silly that they don't think I can be serious. I want people to know I'm serious, but I'm not so serious that I can't have a good time. I want people to know that I'm knowledgeable, but I don't want people to think I'm a know-it-all that I can't also be taught anything. I want people to know that I trust in the power of God in my life, but I also want them to know that I'm open to know that there are other people that are anointed. If you want me. So when you think about when you're trying to grow and you're trying to develop and you're really trying to manifest your spiritual life, you have to understand that yes, there are plenty of fish in the sea, but you got to be open to be able to move. I also wrote down here, who told you where to look for when it comes to relationship and business? When Jesus told Peter where to go to get what he was looking for, Peter found exactly what Jesus had as purpose for him. A lot of times, a lot of you guys, the reason why you catching the type of fish you catching is because you're listening at certain people with a certain mentality telling you where to find the fish they catch. If your friend only catch mullet, then that's the only place they can tell you where to go. Some of you guys are looking for a certain type of men or a certain type of women or a certain type of clientele. How can somebody that does not have that clientele or have those type of relationships guide you to the location where those fish are jumping? Are y'all understand? All right, Taurus, thank you so much for joining us tonight. In order for you guys to really understand spirituality, you got to understand there's also a practical strategy of how to draw business to you, how to draw a particular type of success. You understand? You can sell, you might have a very beautiful design, dress, outfit. But if you go to the flea market, people are not expecting to pay Bloomingdale. Thanks, yes, Apostle. All right, I appreciate that. A lot of you guys are baiting people to get quantity in, but you are not baiting for quality. You get based off of the bait that you're utilizing. So when you pray in prayers, remember your mentality matters. The bait that you're using. A lot of you guys are baiting relationships based off telling him you got a car, you got a place to stay. A lot of you are baiting him, telling him you got a good job or you got a good career or your family rich. Or a lot of you guys are baiting women with your money. You get the type of fish you bait for. And then you want to use spirituality to try to correct what you use to bait them. I'm going to say that again. If you make it easy for somebody, all right, Aries, come through now. If you make it easy and you make it and you don't put the work in, some of you guys only fish in shallow waters, but you want big fish. The chances of you catching a big fish in shallow waters are slim to none. Some was not properly taught. Standards don't stand alone. Standards, my mom says standards have you standing alone. It is found and composed of boundaries. Exactly. Let me explain something. Plenty means by definition a large or sufficient amount of or quantity, more than enough. When I say the word more than enough, I think about El Shaddai. More than enough. A lot of times when people are praying and they're looking for certain things, the reason why they can't be patient and wait to see what type of fruit that man or woman or client is going to produce is because we feel like there's a scarcity. I know that a lot of you guys may be afraid to start your business and you may be afraid to venture outside. You got to understand there are so many plethora of people out here that would love to support your particular type of business or what you're offering. When I got on social media forum, I was not in competition with anybody. I knew that I was going to draw the type of people that I was looking for. That's why I put certain things out there. This is all I'm telling you. When it comes to manifesting abundance, when it comes to manifesting a type of relationship, or thank you for sharing my live. Do you have the confidence of a real fisherman? When my dad went out to fish people, he would be out there all night long. Yes, when he came back, he had all type of fish, but he put the time in. A lot of you guys do not no matter whether it's something carnal for I like standards having you standing alone. Yeah, my mom said that standards will have you standing alone. And let me explain something to you. A lot of you guys, I know that you out of your mouth say that you want a certain type of clientele. You want a certain type of friends. You want, because it's easier said than done. But do you have the patience to draw in those type of people? Because those people are not going to be in a hurry. Those people are going to also sit there and count up the cost. Because anybody that has true value is not going to be in a rush. That's why I tell a lot of people I don't have to work for everybody. I don't have to take everybody's case, because I'm in a place that I can pick and choose to who I work with. I also am in a place where I can pick and choose who I want to be in relationship with, whether it's even down to family. Some of you guys are in such a need that you cannot even see past that God got more and abundance out there because you're in such a need. Thank you for this message. Oh, I appreciate you as well. A lot of you guys, when it comes down to spiritual practice, these are universal laws that I teach. In this, you have to be prepared to walk in the abundance. Even in relationship. I put this, you have to have the bait that the fish is looking for. I'm going to say this again. If you're trying, remember this, ladies, men are visual creatures. If you're fishing, oh, my lights done came on. The lights done came on. When you are fishing, think about this, y'all. When you are fishing, you have to have the proper bait to draw the fish. You have to be the type of person that is willing to get the right bait and then have the patience to wait on that fish to come swimming by. Remember, fish are not standing still. I'm going to say that again for everybody that's slow, that's in the very back of the bus on the left-hand side. Fish are not standing still. They are in motion. The people that you're looking for and you're trying to draw into your life, that they got things going on in their life. You cannot be in such a rush that you feel like God is failing you because this man ain't showed up, or because this woman ain't showed up, or because these particular type of class. No, these people got things going on in their life. But if you endure and you be patient, and in due season, those type of people will swim right in your path. I'm going to say that again. Those type of people will swim, because if you got what they're looking for, always remember, you don't have what everybody's looking for. It don't mean you don't have something. You just don't have what they're looking for. And I'm going to tell you young men this. If she looking for a thug and you're not a thug, you ain't what she looking for. That don't mean you ain't a man. If you ain't a trick and that's what he looking for, ma'am, it don't mean that you ain't a woman and you ain't a good woman. He looking for a trick. A lot of you guys take it personal that somebody does not see you as something they want to be with. Depending on what that fish, male or female, bi, straight, or gay, you have to be their cup of tea. You have to be what they are looking for. So you can't bait somebody with something they do not want. Those fish will swim right by. They might even come and look at it. They might come and bump into it. But they are not there. Sit on ice. Sit on ice. I know that's right, When it comes to God's abundance, when it comes to God's abilities, when it comes to the things that God has for you, you have to understand. I try to teach people how to be practical. I have to try to teach people how to understand how magic really works. So therefore, they don't be disappointed. You, in order to get a certain type of person that has standards, you have to have standards. You want a man that got something, you got to have something. You know how a lot of, and I'm going to say something, and this is, let me tell y'all this. Please do not take this the wrong way. R. Kelly could have never did what he did if them women was not looking for something for nothing. If somebody had not taught them, mother, dad, I don't care. When you are not offering enough, My mom used to say this about me and my sister. And she said, if my kids with somebody, I know they with them because they want to be with them. They're not with them because they need a place to stay. She said, my daughter ain't with them. She said, a man can't walk up and do her nails or get her outfit or pair of tennis shoes and she gone. Make sure that you ain't thirsty. Make sure you ain't in a need. And that's why you looking for what you're looking for. Make sure that you are looking for somebody because you're operating in that frequency and that vibration. A lot of you guys get hurt. You get maimed, you get disappointed, you get rejected, you get used, whatever term you want to use, male and female, gay, straight, or bi, because a lot of times we are trying to get in relationship out of a need, not out of balance. I have this saying, I say, 2 incomplete people make a complete mess. I'm going to say that again. 2 incomplete people make a complete mess. And then after we have joined with these people, that's when we want to do spirituality. That's when we want to pray. That's when we want to light candles. No, sweetheart. No, sir. This work needs to be done beforehand. This work needs to be done before you start working with your spiritual practitioner, before you start lighting your candles. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the likes and sharing of my videos. Let me explain something to you. A lot of you guys would not feel that people are using you. A lot of you guys will not feel that people are getting on you if you understood that there are plenty of fish in the sea. Don't have to give it today, send it. Come on here, somebody. I think somebody catching on to what I'm saying. If you don't want to be deceived, stop getting into relationships out of need. I don't care if that need is loneliness. I don't care if that need is I'm getting older and I want to have a baby. There's a lot of things that people are looking for in this life. The Bible says it like this. Every man is drawn away by their own lust and enticed. If I can get people to be honest why they are drawn into certain things, or they want people to do the miraculous after they have messed up. They want to be healed after they have destroyed their bodies. There's an abundance, y'all. God did not put us on this earth and did not give us everything we need. There's an abundance, but it may not be in that space. It may not. All right, Kingsley, Virgo, thank you so much. It may not be in the area where you grew up at. But there is somebody out there operating on the frequency, mentality, and vibration. I believe that. I also want to say, you need to pay attention to who told you where to fish. Oh, girl, that's a club down there. I've never seen so many people going to the club looking for Prince Charming. I've never seen so many people going. Let me tell y'all something. I'm in the church. And I'm going to say something that may not be as popular, but it's the truth. The church is a hospital. I'm going to say this again. The church is a hospital. And you're coming to the church to look for a man, a woman, to wed. So you're going to a place where people are sick, trying to be healed, wounded, trying to be mended, mentally disturbed, trying to find stability. You're literally coming to the church or going to the hospital expecting to find people that are whole, when most people that go to the church are broken, despondent, confused, running away from something, running to something. Y'all hear me? Girl, you need to find you a man in the church. Why he there? Did you ever ask why you even come to church? Why? Because none of us come to God without an escort. I love that saying. Nobody comes to Jesus without an escort. There's a reason why you there. Huh? The same reason why you at the bar. Some of you at the club still looking for a man. But you looking for a man to be responsible. Well, if he was truly responsible, would he be spending that much time at the club? I'm going to wait for it. A lot of us ain't being real because a lot of us are looking for people that only have a certain type of man. They baby daddies, if they get child support, they might get $30, $20. Huh? You ain't hanging around with women getting $10,000 a month. You need to find out where she fishing at. You need to find out where he fishing at. Gay, straight, or bi. Because a lot of times, I've never, and let me say something, and this, no offense to nobody, I am tired of women going into the ditch looking for sharks. You want a shark, you need to go to the ocean. Very seldom, unless there's a flood, an overflow of the ocean going into the canals, the chances of you finding a shark, a thinking man, a man with skill and talent, finding him in certain places are slim to none. The chance of you finding a man 6 figures at the convenience store hanging on the corner is slim to none. I'm not saying impossible. Impossible. I'm not saying impossible. I just say it's a very, very slim chance to find a woman of that type of caliber hanging on the corner in some Daisy Duke shorts. The chances of her being of that stature. Where are you looking for? If you are looking for a certain type of spiritual practitioner, what kind of standards do you want him or her to have? What kind of standards do you have? A lot of times people say, why you don't do this type of work? I know about it. I know how to undo it, but I don't practice it myself because I have certain morals. Just because I don't practice something doesn't mean I don't know how to break it or reverse it. Y'all hear me? Just because I say that I don't practice something because that's not my way of life does not mean I don't know how to undo a hex, a curse, of certain things. I do. But everybody chooses to live their life the way they do. When you are operating in your spirituality, understand there are plenty fish in the sea. Does not mean that you have the patience to wait on that fish. That fish ain't just standing around waiting on you to come by. That fish is living its life. You got to have what it takes to draw the attention of that fish. A lot of you do not have the personality. You ain't working on your personality. You ain't working on how you present yourself, how you smell, how you look. You just go, like, I be saying, if you're trying to win, take what resonates and works for you. Exactly. And I'm going to say this as well. Everybody don't want the same thing. And let me say this. If you don't want a certain type of man, then don't let your friends make you feel bad by the man you chose, man or woman. A lot of you guys, and I'm going to say this because I deal with this in a lot of relationships, you're more concerned about what your friends think about who you got than you think about what you got. You're more concerned about what your family thinks about him or her than you being happy. That takes a level of maturity. As a grown man or a grown woman, if you don't know what floats your boat by now, then that's not a them problem, that's a you problem. I'm going to say that again. At your age, if you don't know at this point in your life what floats your boat, that is not a them problem. That is a you problem. And when you trying to get people to pray for you in relationship, when you don't really know what you want, you at the buffet and you still confused. There's plenty of food on the buffet, and you are still confused about what you want. Stop messing up people's life until you figure out what you want. When you're doing work, I'm gonna burn some more of this incense. Huh? I better hear Howard. Yeah, I heard that. Y'all hear me? When I start reading cards, they come in. When I'm talking about nothing but raw truth, let me tell y'all something. And this ain't for everybody. I know that there are people that are serious about their spirituality, and you're never going to do better if you don't know better. You're never going to make correction if you don't deal with the truth. You're never gonna grow when you're so easily offended. The Sagittarian energy is here to bring truth. That's why I come on these lives. That's why I do what I do. I'm gonna do an interview live tomorrow with Shadow of Wolves. She's an E5 priestess. A lot of you guys, I tell you all the time, if you're not willing to spend the money to get a certain type of bait on the hook, then you shouldn't be expecting a certain type of man or woman. Y'all hear me? If you're not willing to do a certain type, some of you guys could have been went on my website and purchased a certain incense. Why are you still complaining about the state of your life when it's within your power? It's within your power, sir. It's within your power, ma'am. Okay? It is an opportunity for you to manifest what you say you want. And what I have done in my life, the reason why I get the turnout I get, because I'm willing to wait and put the correct bait on the hook to draw the fish, to draw the clients, to draw the people, to draw the mentality, to draw the spiritual people, to draw the business people that will give me the turnout. You give sparingly, you reap sparingly. You give abundantly, you reap abundantly. A lot of you guys are complaining about the condition of your life when you're not doing the right work to get your life to change. And that ain't a me problem, that's a you problem. And let me tell you something, any spiritualist is telling you out there that all you got to do is anoint something or put this down or burn some incense or this, and you are not making the right decision and you are not getting yourself around the right type of people, they're not telling you the truth. Mentality is everything. Mentality is everything. Abundant thinking is everything. I shall suffer no lack. I shall suffer no lack. All things work together for the good of me, according to my purpose. Huh? God, I cast my bread upon the water and not many days. When you have somebody with a mentality of abundance, you know what happens? They're not envious of you. They don't mind you winning right beside them. They don't mind you getting more than them because they know that God got them. A lot of times, the reason why you guys are constantly dealing with the evil eye and dealing with all kind of negative energy and vibrations and frequencies, because you're constantly hanging around fish and people that think like scavengers. They think in scarcity. So the reason why you can't eat your sandwich in peace, because they have a problem with you eating because they don't think they're going to get a chance to eat. So if they can't eat, they'd rather you lose it. Like the woman that rolled up her baby in the Bible and killed her baby, and then she stole the other woman's baby. There are people, because of their mentality, if they can't win, they don't want you to win. If they can't see themselves crossing the finish line, they don't want to see you crossing the finish line. Because you don't understand that every fish got a different bait. Why are they in agreement with you? Why is that particular friend, when you doing bad, they don't mind talking to you? But when you're doing good and you're making a change in your life, they don't got time for you. The only time they want to talk to you is when you telling them how you going through. And they'll stay on the phone with you for hours about that. But once you start talking about the changes you're making in your life and doing better, you find y'all conversation getting shorter and shorter and shorter. The moment you start talking about how this man or this woman treating you at a certain level, you're going to find that y'all conversation getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Talk to me, Apostle Ely. Talk to me. Help my cranium. Help my mind. Help me to see what I'm doing wrong. What I want. Huh? If you trying to grow, you'll book a consultation. You'll start investing in yourself. A lot of you guys are constantly trying to find free information. Any real man or any real woman knows we pay for our lessons. Because what you're going to do is attract a man that's looking for something for nothing. Always remember, everything's energy. I teach universal law. Every single thing is energy. And depending on where you're vibrating and you are manifesting, that is moving that in your life. If you want change in your life, start changing the way you talk. And you can't change the way you talk if you don't have new information. I come on these lives to give you guys an opportunity to see what other men and women are saying and doing. And then giving you an opportunity to get the tools you need to make the changes you say you desire. Remember, at the end of the day, I'm not telling you what to do with your life. At the end of the day, I'm not telling you how to handle your life. What I am telling you, if you are serious, you will be cash happy. If you are serious, you will be going on there purchasing your equipment. You will be going on my YouTube account. You will be in my Patreon. I done been on this thing long enough that if you were serious about making changes in your life, sir and ma'am, the tools are here. The mentality is already here. I'm ready to work. I'm waiting on you to get real. I'm waiting you to come out that mentality that you ain't got enough. Let me tell y'all something about your ancestors. Anything that you have need of, your ancestors are going to make a way for you because they want you to have that. You need to believe that. You need to believe that there's plenty. You will stop being jealous of other people if you understood that there are cattle on 1,000 hills. If you understood that El Shaddai meant the many-breasted one. There's plenty of milk and honey. But guess what? Don't get mad at me because you don't want to go into Canaan land and fight your giants to get your milk and honey. Because I'm willing to fight the good fight of faith. I'm willing to go over there and fight them giants. A lot of you guys are blaming circumstance and situations when your promise is there, but it's not going to come to you just because you're talking about that. Somebody said, you are speaking so much wisdom and facts. Thank you so much. And let me tell y'all this. And I don't want you to blame another spiritualist for, as y'all say, hoodwinking you, tricking you, getting your money. If you as a man or woman stop going around looking for something for nothing and willing to put yourself in a position to go ahead on and invest in yourself to get what you need done to make life better for yourself, go ahead and get somebody in your ear that gonna correct you, straighten you out, bring you in alignment with your destiny, not my destiny, your destiny. You will see how much better your life would be. You will find contentment. You will find a peace of mind. I'm never in, like I got around my house right now, my neighbors have beautiful homes. I'm not here competing with them. A lot of you guys, you can't stay focused because you're always competing. I don't care if you're a Gemini. I don't care if you're a Taurus. I don't care if you're a Leo. I don't care if you're a Scorpio. I don't care if you're a Sagittarius, Capricorn. When you're not stable and comfortable within your own energy and your own skin, you always looking at what somebody else got. The grass always look greener on the other side. You want her man until you get him. You want his wife until you get him. Because let me tell you something. You ain't going to do what they do to have that relationship. A lot of you guys are operating in delusion. Because when I say delusion, because there's plenty of fish in the sea. There's fish being born every single day. There are clients out there waiting, but you won't invest in you to be seen. The Bible says you are light set upon a hill that cannot be hid. You have the opportunity to put yourself out there, but you know a lot of times when you half-ass do stuff, that's why a lot of you guys don't get certain blessings, because you ain't prepared for what you asking for. Can I embrace my femininity without attracting the Jezebel? Let me tell y'all something. Sweet, let me tell you something. Feminine energy is the Holy Spirit. The Holy Ghost is feminine energy. Prophecy, spirit of prophecy, feminine energy. Healing, feminine energy. Embracing your feminine energy. A man that really wants to operate in great power has to embrace feminine energy. And feminine energy is within self. A lot of you guys, y'all read the Bible, but you don't understand it. When it say the kingdom of God is within you, you are the inner man meditating, understanding your inner. You more familiar with your outward man than you are your inner man, because y'all think that everything you need is outside of self. No, everything you need is within you, and it matters. Something. The song say something on the inside, working on the outside. The inner man, strengthen the inner man. When you strengthen the inner man, your soul already knows what to do. Your soul already knows what you're here to do. Your soul already knows who's for you and who's against you. You the one that don't trust your inner man. I trust mine. I embrace my masculine energy just like I embrace my feminine energy. And I do that by walking in my own energy. It's my Sagittarian energy, which is masculine energy. My Aries energy, which is masculine energy. My ascendant sign is Pisces, which is feminine energy. That's why I'm so psychic. So are those tarot cards? No. I'm going to show you once again. These are not tarot cards, and I'm not against tarot cards. These are the 72 names of God. But thank you for asking. Because I don't mind people questioning, but what I want you guys to realize, we have grew up in the church and we criticize will I get? We have grew up in the church and we are so skeptical of everything and everybody. So it's hard for us to believe God, spirit, ancestors, Orishas, and Kisi. We constantly looking for a reason to doubt. We're constantly looking for a reason to be skeptical. How can you flow in the spirit of prosperity and abundance when you're always looking for a reason to have issues? If you want to know what's going on in your future, if you want to let me tell y'all something. If you really want to know certain things about your life, you have to ask yourself a question. I always told my kids this. You have a right to be disappointed when you have done the work. You cannot ask, are you going to get a husband or get married or go to school or graduate when you already know you ain't did the work? Have you done the work? Are you willing to do the work? I've had people say, oh, I want to start a business. You hardly ever go to work on a 9-to-5 job. Why would you talk about starting a business? A lot of y'all not real. A lot of y'all are not real. And you're not even realistic. You have to ask yourself real questions about who you are. And that if you're willing to, baby, let me tell you something. All things are possible to him or her that believe. There's nothing that I set out to do I don't accomplish. Because in my mind, I'm willing to do the work. I'm Sag. And I'm also willing to do it at a certain standard. So I never have to worry about promotion. Because I'm always going to be promoted. Because promotion comes from above. When a man ways please God, he'll make his enemies behave. A lot of y'all always feel like y'all got roadblocks on y'all because y'all ain't willing to do the work. I'm willing to do the work. Okay? This is Apostle Ely. I will be on live on tomorrow. We will go on Facebook, TikTok, and all that other stuff tomorrow. Guys, I appreciate those that are here. Those that have not joined my YouTube account, please do so. I have a Patreon. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are here. Thank you for your time. My name is Apostle Ely. Thank you. And I'll see you guys on the flip. Good night.